Hey, thanks for scanning that QR code. I really do appreciate it. So if you're thinking about selling your home and you want to learn how we are able to sell your home for top dollar and how we can actually sell it for fast, it really just comes down to marketing. Just like this video here, I was able to drive you to this video, right? At the end of the day, it's about how you market your property. You got to work with the right agent. I'm going to show you exactly all the strategies that I use to help you to sell your home faster and also for more money. And yes, that is my $400,000 Lamborghini. Give me a call. All right, what's up, everybody? Another day, another property home tour. We're gonna be touring this lovely property. This thing is gorgeous. Look at that. Talking about curb appeal, right? So let's just start off. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Chakits Krulsawat. I'm a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm located out here on the south side of the Las Vegas Valley, the city of Las Vegas, just east of the 15, in this beautiful area called Silverado Ranch. If you guys don't know about Silverado Ranch, we're pretty much wedged with the 215 and the 15. We're nearly less than like 3 minutes from the airport. Silverado Ranch is the major street, and this is a gated community. Now, home here sits on a cul-de-sac, and you don't really get these type of homes anymore. They just don't build them out here in Las Vegas, especially at this size, the type of lot. A lot of these homes with the lot size is like less than 10,000 square feet. Now this home, the asking price is $1,374,998. Now don't ask me how they got the $98. Maybe it's an Asian thing. Good luck. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. But this home was actually built in 2000, and it is completely renovated from top to bottom. As you can see, this is actually a 4-car garage plus an RV. This is a very large lot, over a half an acre. I don't know if I mentioned if it was gated or not. Now we got 2 cars on this side here. Then we're gonna come over here. Believe it or not, you have RV parking. So let me just show you the RV here. So it is a very large lot. This door right here is the door that takes you into the laundry room, so that's very nice. Here's the other 2-car garage. The exterior has been completely painted. Brand new landscaping in the front. I mean, these homes here are just gorgeous. All right, let's get into this house, see what they got going on here. So it looks like your main water line is right there. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Nice little chandelier. High ceilings. We've got orange peel texture, bull nose, LVP on the flooring. So down here we have the formal living room, formal dining. Kitchen is right here in the back of this wall here. Laundry room down that side. We have 2 bedrooms here, a total of 3 bedrooms and a loft upstairs as well. So I'm gonna say let's start off on this side here. We have 9-foot ceilings instead of 8, which is a plus. All the lights have been replaced with the LED. No blinds. However, what I've realized is that before I turned on all the lights and I started this video home tour, there was a lot of light that was actually coming into this house, which is a plus. Now, the windows are all original windows. They look to be in fairly good condition. So none of the seals have been broken. White shaker cabinets, all gold trims. It's gonna be dovetails. And I noticed all the quartz countertops here. I like this variation now with the brown. Normally it's black and gray, but a lot of people are moving towards more of that natural color, earth tones. You know, you got the brown combined with the white. You've got the light tan. So we have the 4-panel door. This would actually be your pantry underneath the staircase. Now what I like about this is that as large as this home is, we have 2 entry points to lead upstairs. We have one over here with the landing, then we have another one over here behind, right near the laundry room. Now this home is 4,197 square feet. 5 bedrooms, loft, total of 4 baths. And we also have a large lot with a brand new pool, which is gorgeous. So let's get into the kitchen. Let's see what we're working with. Now the kitchen is gonna be more of like a galley kitchen. This center island here is only probably like 2.5 by maybe 6 or 7 feet. As you can see, they did the 2-inch front face with the waterfall. This ain't book matched. What do we got here? We've got our microwave. Then we have the color combo with the upper cabinets, creating that contrast. Whirlpool appliances. Let's see, this is all brand new, which is nice. But the finishings are really good. They did a really good job. Let's take a look at the under-mounted sink, stainless steel. Then we got the 5x5 tiles with the white grout lines. I definitely would have to seal that before you start cooking any grease on here. Second pantry. These are all original doors, all original casings. Looks like they replaced the supply line here. 36 cubic inches on the refrigerator. Here it looks like they did a built out for the fireplace. Nice mantle though that they built out. This is pretty creative, a little bit different. Not my style, but definitely I could respect this. Definitely a piece of work of art for me, that's for sure. We've got 6-can lighting. I believe the ceilings are actually popcorn ceilings and they have been scraped. That's what it looks like. Yeah, we'll get out to the back just a little bit. Looks like we have the original Honeywell thermostat. Then we have the half bath. Nice high vanity. And again, I love the variations. It's like a brown, almost like a gold, and it really just matches the cabinets very well. Tile in the backsplash. So on this one right here, looks like because the window was so big, the mirror was so big, I think I would have probably did a smaller mirror here because as you can see, it's butted all the way up against that wall. Brand new toilet, okay. So back here is the laundry room. And here's that door that takes us out to the side where the RV is. So it looks like your dryer here, your washer is going to be here. All brand new cabinets, 42s on the top. Added the utility sink. It looks black. Let's see here. Oh, it is actually more of like a, it's like a stainless steel. but there's like there's no silver to it. It's more black than anything, which is actually really kind of cool. I actually like that. All right, here's the 2-car garage. Oh, 2-car garage has the windows, which is nice. The floors have been epoxied. Looks like they added 4 LED lights. Then we have a outlet up here above. You could possibly put a car lift in here, depending how tall your cars are. But definitely probably 2 Porsches, 2 911s, stack them up, no problem. So this is the way to go upstairs, but we're gonna go this way instead. Now HOAs here are $160 a month, which is not bad for a neighborhood like this. I think there's like less than like 80 homes in this gated community. Storage underneath the staircase. All right, let's go take a look at this bedroom here. The bedrooms are gonna be like 14 by 12 on all of them. We have a slider that is 6 by 8, 9-foot ceilings. Now on this one, because of the LVP flooring, they had the mud and they had the tile, so we have a pretty thick transition right here. So we got the original tub has been resurfaced. Love the texture on the tile though. Look at that. I mean, the attention to detail, like how clean it is on these Schluters, they did a very good job. Like you could just tell, this is how you look at the quality of work. So pretty much all the bathrooms got the same style throughout. We've got 5 inches on the baseboards. Now, if you guys want more information about this property, I'm gonna have a link in the description below. What's nice about the landing page on here will show you the school districts. The map view will show you the surrounding areas. Just gives you a lot more information. So make sure to click on that link. Over here, we have a clean out right here. So this is for the bathroom here. Here's the other garage. Let's check this out. This looks like a 60 gallon or maybe 75 gallon on a hot water heater. 75 gallon. So this is brand new. This is something that you need to think about as far as how many gallons that you actually need based upon the square footage. They actually had a soft water system here. They took that out. What do we have here? Looks like there was another washer and dryer right here. Main water line is right here. Right above us is the access to the subfloors. You got 4 LED can lighting. All right, let's go upstairs. See what we're working with. So I like the trim around the stairs. They finish it off with a nice crown. Gives that elegant look. I mean, look at this. The banisters are the original banisters. But they've been painted. Off to my left, there's a loft, game room, this is a very large room. Now, if you wanted to, you could literally turn this into a room at this point. Create more value. All right, we'll head down this way. They had to add that sconce lighting there. So we've got another bedroom here. This one's in front of the house. I've noticed the original sliding doors, because these are all original. Typically back in the early 2000s, these were actually gold. So it looks like they just painted that over, which is not a big deal. Added carbon monoxide detectors. This way takes us back downstairs. Another thermostat here. Then again, we have another bathroom, but as you can see again, the transition is pretty thick on here. Tub shower combo. We have the chevron pattern on the texture. A little different. I think I like the one downstairs better though. My personal opinion. Then we have another bedroom. Now let's get into the primary. The primary is roughly about 15 by 20. Now the only thing here is that it looks like you really only have one option to face your bed, which is, this is completely fine. But then at this point, where do we put our TV? You'll probably be able to put a 65 there, which is great. However, this tells me that we don't have the coax cable if you want to use that, or a Cat 6. The good news is you can run it down this wall here, but then we need a outlet source. So the cheapest way to do this is actually cut a hole right next to it and throw a cap on it, and then run the power cord through the wall and cut another hole here. At that point, it would be hidden right in back of the flat screen TV, so it's not a big deal. All right, coming into the bathroom again. The transition is pretty thick on this one, but I love the patterns on this tile. Now the camera's not really picking it up, but these are 24 by 48 on the tile. Now I felt like this tile here is kind of short. I felt like this whole wall should just be a feature wall at this point. But I guess the good news about this property, they did do a lot of upgrades to the home, but you can still come in and add your own flair to it. So let's see if I can pick this up a little bit more. There we go. I mean, just look how huge this backyard is. This is insane. Now, on the drain pan here, you really got to check the slope and the pitch, because these are 1x1 tiles. If you don't have that proper pitch, you're going to have some stagnant water. So one thing I would highly recommend that you do is turn on the water and see where it's stagnant, because I feel like it's kind of wavy right here. But again, this is just My opinion, however, if I turn on the water, we'll see where it kind of stagnates. Because you just don't want water to sit in one area. Water should just be rushing all the way down. So that's how you would actually check it. Here, I love this soap box. And they actually did it the right way because this tile is 12 inches, so this was cut at 6, added another 6 here, so it looks like one whole piece. So they actually did a good job on that, and that's what we call attention to detail. Love that. Here we got our water closet. Then let's take a look at our closet. I mean, closet is pretty decent size. I'll definitely fill this up very quickly. That's for sure. All right, let's go down this way. See what we got. Get a different feel. So when you're looking at a home, it's just not only the cosmetics you should be really focusing on. When it comes to homes, there's like a total of 7 key fundamentals to a home I look at. And what those are is the mechanics of the homes, right? So number one, it's the foundation, the structure, the electrical, okay, the plumbing, the heating, the coolant, the insulation as well, also the air conditioning unit. So this looks to be a brand new AC unit. That one is pretty much still new, but we need to check if that's a 410, because 410 now, they're starting to phase that out. They're moving on to 454 at this time. Wow, there's a lot that you could do with this backyard, guys. I'm telling you. I do like the fact that the pool is not so pushed up far up to the wall here where the trees and the leaves are going to fall into the pool. So anytime you happen to purchase a home with a pool, the first thing I want you to take a look at is, are your neighbor's trees encroaching your wall? Because what happens is when the wind blows, you're always going to get debris inside your pool. And the downside about this is it always ends up clogging your filters, and it could create a lot of damage on that motor, on that pump. And these are things that people don't think of, and agents need to be aware of these kind of things. Wow, this is just a huge lot. There's so much potential back here. But to do your backyard, believe it or not, it's getting more and more pricier. My average is about $35 a square foot now on a backyard. But now it's getting even more expensive. Looks like we got a brand new pump, pent air, brand new heater. This is the original AC unit. Here's our access back into the garage. Here we have a electrical panel box. So maybe a jacuzzi was here. I'm not too sure what was here. They added this pad here. Something was supposed to be here at one point. But wow, this is just, it is a gorgeous backyard. And I think for the price, it's definitely worth it. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments below. What is your thoughts? But you could definitely make this backyard as a resort. But realistically, for what I want to do, I'm probably into it for $250, maybe like $325. All right, guys, that is pretty much it with this video home tour. If you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you are planning on purchasing a property out here, you need a real estate agent, I want you to give me a call. and let's sit down and let's see what we can do to help you find the property. And what I realized with a lot of these buyers, every buyer has a very unique situation. And I have the solution, and I can help you and walk you through the process. I've been doing this now for 16 years. This is something that I love, I have a passion for. And let me show you exactly how to buy a home the right way, the smart way, and show you the things that you need to be looking out for buying a resale or even a brand new home. All right, guys, other than that, I wish you guys nothing but the best, and be blessed, folks.